What is up, everybody? It is Alex here, the boogeyman. Midweek musings are a thing I do, and I'm going to do one right now. All right, this week's midweek musing, midweek musing is all about the heavy bag. I'm going to give you I'm holding up 4 fingers right now, you can't tell, 4 reasons why the heavy bag is awesome. Some of the stuff you may not even think about. I'm also going to give you 2 reasons that people might say the heavy bag is not so awesome, but I'm going to tell you why those reasons are stupid. No, I'm just kidding. They're not. They're legitimate, but I do have a response. Anyway, let's talk about what makes this such a great tool to train with. Number 1, it's always there for you. Shows up on time, doesn't complain about injuries, it does whatever you want. Whatever you're gonna throw on the heavy bag, if you wanna just work jabs, for 3 minutes, whatever, you can work jabs on the heavy bag. Anything you want, it's always there for you anytime that you're ready to hit it. Also, that kind of brings me to the next point. If you wanna work on anything, you can work on anything with a heavy bag. So if you wanna work on speed, practice throwing like really quick combos, really fast, or if you want to work on power, just smashing it up, you could do that. If you want to work even techniques, slow things down, just go nice and easy. You're still getting that impact, hitting something that's good to build that technique. It will do whatever you want. You can train any way you want in boxing and improve your strikes, your combos, whatever. That kind of brings me to the next one, which is you're actually getting full body strength out of this, because one thing the heavy bag offers that some other tools do not, things like, speed bags, double in bags, mitts, sparring. I guess people aren't really tools. Well, some people are. But anyway, one thing it offers is you can hit it as hard as you want. It is the one thing you can really practice power on. And of course, as we know, power comes from the full body. Uppercuts are only going to be so strong if I throw them like this, or I use my whole body, my legs and hips, get a lot more power. You can hit the heavy bag as hard as you want. It won't even complain. And then finally, of course, it's full body cardio as well. It's explosive. Now, most HIIT exercises involve the legs, lots of jumping, stuff like that. There's very little HIIT that involves the arms as well. But of course, boxing does. You're not just going aerobic. Well, again, some people do, and you can do that. For punches, it's anaerobic. Everything's fast. You're moving in. You're fast as you can, explosive. You're getting that cardio. The heart rate's gonna get up into those higher zones. Gonna get that from going explosively on a heavy bag. Okay, let's talk about those non-stupid reasons that some people don't like as much about the heavy bag. And number 1, the big one, it doesn't hit you back. Although, depending on who you are, that might actually be a pro. Maybe you don't wanna get hit back. I don't blame you, I don't think you should. But it doesn't mean that you can't practice defense on heavy bags. Now, for one, you can use the bag a little bit to simulate the movement of a person. You can shove the bag, come in, jab, like you're stopping someone moving in at you. You can push the bag, chase the bag, and get out before it comes back. You could push the bag, you could circle around, there's little counterattacks. There are things you can do to get the bag moving into little creative ways to train that way. But of course, what's really gonna be most effective is if you train defense into your combinations, your heavy bag work. So you're not just throwing punches, all offense, not moving your feet, you're moving around, you're moving in, moving out, moving your head, you're imagining punches coming back, you countering those punches, using everything, thinking about it, visualizing a fight. Now, like I said, still, it's not the same as someone throwing punches at you, but at least you're getting that head movement, you're getting that footwork, you're getting a better workout, you're becoming a better boxer. So the other thing I've heard people say, boxers especially, not necessarily people in here, is that it gets boring doing heavy bag, round after round after round. You get bored, you want to do something else. And I can say most of the time, this is because people who box, including boxers, people who have heavy bags at home, what they do is they noodle around. They don't have a plan, they don't have a structure. Still see boxers, see good boxers, just kind of moving around, throwing punches, just kind of freestyling it. Even though they're doing defense and everything, there's no real plan. There's nothing, what's the goal of what they're doing? What's the structure? Now I could do that, for a round and feel fine and have fun, but doing that round after round, yeah, I could get bored of doing that. Whereas if I have a plan and I say, okay, this is exactly what I'm working on, this is exactly what I'm gonna do, this is the goal, this is the purpose of each thing, it's a lot more fun, it goes a lot faster. You always wanna have a plan. You don't just wanna noodle and kind of throw just uncommitted punches. Again, you'll see it all the time. I don't think that's a great use of your time for training on the heavy bag. If you're a boxer, you do have 6 hours every day, you're gonna spend just a little time kind of noodling, perfectly fine. But if you're here to get a workout, maybe you only got an hour a day, You want to maximize that time, so you need a plan. You got to go into this with a plan. It's true for any exercise, especially true for exercise on the heavy bag. Now, of course, you might say, well, I don't have a plan. What is my plan? What should I work on? That's what we're here for. People like us, right? We have a plan. We spend hours all the time thinking about how it's going to make you better, thinking about how we're going to improve your fitness, your boxing, your footwork, your defense, every little aspect of it. That's what we're here for. That's one of the things I love about us. So, when you're hitting the heavy bag, there's 4 really good reasons that you should love it, that I love it. There's 2 reasons that some people might say, I don't like it as much, but hopefully I've explained how you can maximize those 2 things, how you can still get something out of that heavy bag training, and hopefully I have mused this midweek. I think I have. I'm not even sure what that word means though.